Alrighty, good morning. Let's see, we have Craig with us today, Dimitri with us, and who's at the bottom? I can't see. And we got Drew with us, Simplified Drew. So welcome in, y'all. Hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful day. More market volatility, huh? That's all right. Not a day to panic. We will take a look at it. We will make decisions as we always do because we are professionals, right? Or we act like it sometimes. All right, now we got Matt coming on in. And Matt, I bet you saw Driving and Crying in concert before, huh?
I have not.
What? What's wrong with you, man? You're too young for Driving and Crying, probably, right? Look,
Yep, likely.
I love me some Driving and Crying. What is wrong with my? Hold on. Disable hit suggestions. Yes. What is going on with my Think or Swim? I can't find out. Okay, here we go. All right, let's see how badly we're doing today. We're taking a little hit today. Taking a little hit, but we okay. 48,492.77. How bad of a hit are we taking? We are down 302.10. Life is horrible. No, 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 baby. So now that puts us our net leak a little bit down on the year. Okay, that's fine. We're okay because that is a paper loss, right? At this point. Oh man, where's my boop boop badoom? I tried a new boop boop badoom that didn't work out right. Okay, we'll close that. All right, so no Jeffersons today, baby. No Jeffersons today. But let's check out those Greeks. It is Greek to me. Oh man, Driving and Crying. One of those good Southern classic rock bands that got me through. How about I was playing Guns N' Roses a little bit ago. Matt, how are you on Guns N' Roses? That's good stuff. What was that other group we used to listen to in college? I can't remember. Oh man, 973 on deltas. We are positive deltas. Now check it out. And this is the phenomenon that I want you guys to be familiar with. So yesterday when we left, or whenever the last time I put in my Greeks yesterday, I was negative 505 deltas, right? So today I'm positive deltas. What happens? When the market goes down, your deltas increase. When the market goes up, your deltas decrease. Okay? It's a weird little phenomenon. But what happens too is since we gave up some net lick profits, our theta went up, right? 108.12. We would expect that on a day like today, that our theta is increasing. Once you kind of monitor these things for a while, you realize how they work together. So what happened to our Vega? Now watch this. Let's look at Vega. Vega's 257.8. 257.8. It went down. Why? Well, because some of that's hurting us right now, right? Vega kind of went against us. So that's actually what's making our positions hurt today. It's not as much size of the move as it is increase in volatility that's causing us a little bit of an issue. Now our buying power went up, right? 19,603. So let's look at this though, and this is going to be interesting to you. 19,603. Now watch. We're at 40%. 40%. But am I afraid? No, because let's look what happened to our friend, little Mr. VIX. VIX has spiked, and when VIX spikes above 30, then you and I get to play with more buying power. It gives us permission, right? Permission to go bigger. Let's see, I had it pulled up somewhere else here. Let's see. Where did I have trade tab? Here we go. VIX. VIX is 32 right now. So with a VIX of 32, let's go back to our little guidelines for VIX. Buying power used, it says if VIX is between 30 and 40, we can go up to 40% max. Right? That's where we are now. So, well, I guess I am technically a little bit above, right? I get to go up to 40, so I'm 40.42. Let's see what it says about my deltas. Oh, and I figured out yesterday why it said no adjustment here. Dummy me had put in the Vega as a positive number. So anytime you have positive Vega, you're going to have no adjustment on these here, right? On this particular adjustment. So no adjustment there. So let's look and see what's happening. We're a little over. So let's go to the Action tab. Action tab tells us that, well, do you need to adjust your buying power? Yes, you idiot. Because you are taking a little too much risk because you're using 40% of your buying power, and it starts telling me what to close, right? Looks like I could close some calls because, you know, they're in a profitable area. So let's just look at our equity trade, see if we're getting any signals to close anything. And that's what you do as a daily basis. Let's see. I've got... Now keep in mind, you're always going to get an auto close signal if the option is less than 21 days, right? If it's 21 days or less, you're going to get a close signal. But the only other close signal, I'm getting a couple of these that are at 30% profit that I could close, right? So I've got a signal there. And on this one, I've got a 35% profit, and it's telling me, Bobby, based on how quickly you've been in this trade and the 35% profit, it is beneficial to you to close this position because it's a good little position for you. So let's see what that one is. Silver at 35. I mean, the profit on it, though, is slow, right? I mean, it's $8.90. But I like what it says. It says close it. Let's see if we can close that puppy. Let's see if we can close silver. Since I do need to take a little bit of risk off. Here we go. Create closing order. Let me see if I can buy it at 15. Is that possible? Would you feel me now? If you feel me now, you take away the... Oh, that's not the way that song goes. It's just if you leave me now, not if you feel me now. All right, let's see. Working orders not filled there. You know what, though? I'm going to leave that there for a second. I'm going to see if we can get that at some point to be an overachiever. All right, what else do we have here? What else does it say that we could close? What was it, 30%? Okay, this one, which is DraftKings, right? We've been loving our DraftKings trade. So we could close DraftKings. We still own stock in DraftKings. At a 30% winner, that would give me profits of $33.90. And what it also does is decreases some of my delta. So here's what you need to understand. When you start doing these things, you make these big decisions for your overall portfolio. And I know that I'm positive deltas now. So I need to reduce some positive delta trades, such as a put in DraftKings. It would behoove me to do that and take a little bit of risk off. You see, overall, I'm getting 3.97 deltas on that. The put is given 2.87 of that, so I can reduce my 976 down here by taking 2.88 off here. So let's try to close that one. Oh man, we're down $11 on it today. Let's close that at 77. Let's see if we get filled at 77. Be greedy. So I'll go down to the mid, and we'll let that work a bit. See if we get filled. Do we get filled? Let me go up to 78 and then I'll leave it. Cancel replace. 78. Come on, fill me, baby. Fill me. Okay, we'll let those two work. Then hopefully they'll surprise us later. So I could take that off, right? And take a little risk off the table, get my stuff in line. What else we got? 40% on silver. VIX, look at that. We're at 46% on that. The only one I would ever think about closing would be the closest one, right? Because the closer they get, closer we're getting to being, you know, useless. And that thing is up $16 today, but overall position is negative $3.42. We'll leave that on. You never know what's going to happen next week. We may need that, right? We may need that protection. Plus, that gives us nice negative 41.3 deltas. Let's see. And that one is giving us negative 8 deltas in the account. So see, that's important to keep that. If I take it off, then that, pops my delta back up to what? Positive 16. So you're looking for things that get your entire portfolio in line. So let's keep looking. Riot. EWZ. Is there anything else I need to work on? Now let's look at the days on these things. How many days do we have? Oh, probably better reason to close my DraftKings position, right? Is because we're down to 21 days of rolling, managing, taking the profits. We've got a good little profit on that. I may even work that down to 77. Now it's up at 80. Work it up to 79. Let me go 80, see what that gets us. Just to close risk, it's 21 days. We made a little bit on it. And then we're going to wait for DraftKings to have another drop. Well, I guess it dropped today, didn't it? So we'll look at DraftKings in a minute. So any other thing that I want to make sure that I'm taking off the trade. Let's see, silver has 21 days. Probably another reason to close that. Riot has 28 days, so we're good there. EWZ, 49 days. We're good there. Gold we just put on yesterday, so we're 49 days there. Walmart is 21 days, and we're down 110 bucks in Walmart. All right, let's look at Walmart. Let's see what we want to do with that particular booger. And here's what you do, guys. There's no reason that you can't do your trades in 10 minutes a day, right? You'll be finishing 10 minutes a day. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to teach while I'm trading. So I could accomplish this a lot quicker if we were not doing, this together. But, you've got a full-time job, you're working, man, no reason to go into so much analysis, but I want you to know how to do the analysis, right? So here's our Walmart trade. And as you can see, we are closer on the put side than we are on the call side. But is that position perfectly safe? Yeah, it's absolutely safe. Absolutely safe at this moment. But it's at 21 days, so we could roll out, right? So let's just look at this. What did we initially do on our Walmart trade? Walmart, now remember, most trades I treat them different, right? I treat them as a put or a call. But look at this one. If I put it in as a strangle, then I will manage it as a strangle, right? So we took in a credit of $294 on that. $296. So we took in a credit of $294. So let's look and see if we could roll Walmart out in time and see what that would get us. So you can go to your monitor tab, you right click on Walmart, create rolling order. So all the strikes were available. We bring in another 78 cents of credit, right? So let's just look at it in a minute. Our put is the one that's hurting a little bit. So we technically could move the call in closer and move the put down to give it a little bit of safety. So let's see if I can, with my cloudy eyes this morning, make that work. So here's our existing positions, right? In the February 19th area. So what happens if we put the call closer into the money? So let's go maybe a one. Oh man, they got the big strikes. We might not be able to do that. And then if we put the put out a little bit farther, it's at 138. So we would move it to 137. We're bringing in a 90-cent credit, aren't we? Or we could even move that further down to 136 and get a 58-cent credit. I'm lucky. I like it. So you know that's the deal. You just want to keep bringing in credits, keep bringing in extrinsic value, and I can do that and make that position much safer, right? By moving the call down and moving the put out. Now, let's right click on this and let's see if we can analyze this trade. Analyze. So we don't want to show all. We want to show, we want to hide positions and just see the, okay, so it's counting the whole deal, but I'm just looking here for a moment, see what we're doing. Yeah, let's do that. But what I hate doing is I hate doing this as one trade, right? That's just not my gravy. So I'm going to take a picture of that because Melanie's not here today. She's the one that keeps me straight on my memory. So I'm going to snip it in the bud. I know it's snip it, but that's close I can do. Here we go. So let's just take a picture of that so I know what I'm doing. And let's try to close my Walmart position first. All right, so go to Walmart, close that baby. Create closing order, buy the strangle back at 409. See if we can get filled. Come on, baby, get us out of this. None of my orders filling today. All this volatility, everything's just making the orders, you know, everywhere. Let's bump it up a bit. Come on, let's get a fill. I got it canceled. I got to, give me something. Give me something. Oh, man. I hate just, I don't want to go all the way to 20. Let's see, 415, because I do want out. I do want to roll. Giving up pennies, and we know pennies are dollars. But I'd like to at least let you guys see this, right? 417. Come on, you're killing me. There we go. So it filled at 417. All right, so let's go put that in to our spreadsheet. Let's see what all we're doing. So, where's my Walmart trade? I should have known Walmart would do me bad. We closed it. It says current day price 419, but we closed it even better than that. We closed it at 417. Now this hurts our stats, right? Because on the spreadsheet we're taking $123 loss, right? But we feel pretty good. Just looking around here. And let's put it here. The same line. We're getting out on the 29th. 1, 29, 21. We were in that trade for only 4 days. Took a $123 loss. We're fine with that. We'll call that other. I hate making them red. Hate taking losses. But we know that the position is perfectly safe. And we're now making it even safer, aren't we? Because we're about to do another Walmart trade. We'll roll it out a week. We could even roll it out farther, right? We could roll that thing out farther for sure. So we're going to go into another Walmart trade. WMT. All right, and we've already selected our strikes. Let's get back to the page here. And those strikes are, so that was in the 21 days, so where did that thing say we were rolling to? February the 26th. That would be the 28 days, right? And we were looking to get the 152.5, 136. 152.5, 136. 152.5, 136. 136. And the 152.5. Right there. So we're taking in a credit of 472. Let's analyze that trade. So hide positions. Let me hide this double. Hold on a second. Yeah, we want to take that one out. That one. There we go. So, I mean, is it perfectly centered? No, it's not perfectly centered, is it? But maybe a little better. I should have took a picture of the other one, right? So if we're taking in a credit of 472, we need the credit to be larger than what we closed that one for, right? So we closed that one for 418. So if you close it for 418, you want the credit received from the other one to be more than 418. Well, we're perfectly fine because we're bringing in 472, hopefully. What's it at now? Are you moving around? So we'll right click on that, confirm and send. See if we get filled there. Come on, baby. I'll work you a little bit. 444 is natural. We don't want to do that. Let's see. Not surprised that we're seeing little wide markets today. We just know we want more than 418. See where they'll fill us. Still not filled. Dang it. Look, every time I move that down, it just keeps moving down. I'm going to get a fill. I want y'all to see this. There we go. We're filled at 462, right? Or is it 457? Let me look on my phone. It's easier to tell here. 462 looks like. Yep, 462. All right, so let's put that in. So what we need to do now is to change this to spread to vertical. Not to vertical, to strangle, right? Change that to strangle. I want to right click on any of these because we're going to replace the strikes. That's the easiest way to do it. And we're going to go into our spreadsheet and we're going to go here. One. So we did the 152.5 call and the 136 put. So I'm going to right click here to put our option name in, paste, and then we will finish those strikes. So the call was 152.5, and the put here is 136. Okay. And what I'm also going to do, Jolly had a question about this the other day. What I'm also going to do is I'm going to put a big old R here to let me know that's a roll position, right? So that means I'll look back at the other one to see, you know, our debits and credits and all that so we can figure out what this one is. So this one is a strangle. And I don't even know what the deltas were. What does it look like? Go back to single. That's a 35, and this one is a 20, you know. And you could put the deltas for each one of them in there, but, you know, it's just, I'm going to put maybe like a 30 there, right? The days to expiration are 28 on that one. So we're just rolling out a week. And entered that on the 29th. Lily, hush, Daddy's in a meeting. She thinks she's got glasses now that she's something. So we took in a credit of 462. So let's check that out. Oh yeah, oh yeah. So we're looking good, aren't we? So that should have increased our theta in our account. Let's see what our theta is now, because none of those other ones have closed as winners. So let's see, 110.43. What was it before? Greeks and ratios, 108.12. So see what we're doing now, y'all. If y'all can do this, if y'all can do this, I mean, you've got this thing mastered, right? Because now we have a perfectly wonderful position, and we've given ourselves time. We've given ourselves more time for this to be right. And actually, when I looked at it on the Analyze tab initially, the position looked perfectly safe anyway. Hide simulation. So let's just see our hide simulations. We got single symbol, Walmart, one expiration, right? So here we are, looking at a possible win of $372 if price stays right here. Okay? Just look at that. There's our break even there. There's our break even there. So what happens if price keeps going down here? Well, we'll roll it again, won't we? We'll, within this next 7 days, we'll roll this call down closer to the money, right? And if we get to next Friday where we're at 21 days again, what are we going to do? We'll roll this thing out in the future again. We'll just keep on rolling and keep bringing in more extrinsic value. I hope you guys just get how powerful this is. It's such a powerful, powerful thing to be able to do. And the great thing is that let's see what our buying power is. Our buying power shouldn't have went up hardly any. 19,922. Let's see. What was our buying power before? Yeah, look, I mean, our buying power is, basically the same as what it was. So, we are good to go on that one. All right, Walmart, EWZ, we got 49 days. We're fine on that. Gold, we just put on 49 days. XLE, 49 days. Our little micros are all perfect at 49 days. Look at those little cuties in there. That's our core strategy. EWW, 49 days, right? So we're fine there. And then we get down to this monster of Goldman Sachs, which is at 21 days. All righty. Can we roll it for a credit? Let's see what we can do. Create a rolling order. So that's rolling it from February the 19th to February the 26th. That would be rolling it out a week. So let's look how that looks. Look at there. Rolling it to the same exact strikes, rolling it out 1 week, we can bring in a credit. Well, I say we're going to have to work that order too, right? Look at this large gap, 150 to 312, right? But I think that's entirely possible. Now let's see what our Goldman Sachs trade looks like. I think you're going to like this. I looked at it earlier. Goldman Sachs look really good. Here's our Goldman Sachs trade right now. Right now, y'all. I mean, it just looks perfect. I mean, it's almost, maybe it needs to come up here a little bit, right? But we're perfectly almost dead set in the center. But we do want to alleviate the opportunity for gamma to work against our trade. And that's why we follow that principle of rolling at 21 days, right? Just a day to roll. So I don't think there's a need to move our put down. I don't think there's a need to move the call closer. I like where we're at. We're in the center there. So let's try to close. Let's see how we're going to have to work this order. Create a closing order. I could do it in one order, right? That's not the way I jive. Let's see what we'll do. We'll go for the midpoints if we get filled. Probably not. So we're going to have to work again. But work we will. Work we will. And again, if I'm not before you, teaching, I'm probably letting these orders work a little longer, but I want you guys to see what's going on. I want you to be able to do this yourself. See if we can get a fill. Come on, baby. There we go. We got a fill at, let's see, was it 794? Yep, 794. So we're good on that one. Similar order, 794. Yep. So here we go. Let's go close it up. 794 on Goldman Sachs, equities tab. Goldman Sachs, 794. Oh, and don't forget to take that out because that takes up memory in the system after you close a trade. So Goldman Sachs, we closed it for, oh man, I did do those separately, didn't I? Dang it. That kills me when I do. Let's see if we can figure out the price for each one of them. So we'll go to field orders. Field orders. So this is Goldman Sachs. So the put was at 477 and 317. 477, 317. 477, 317. I've already forgot it. 477. Oh, we got better than what it said here, didn't we? 477. And take this out. And the Goldman Sachs call was 317. Wow, we got a better price on that one as well. 317. Make sure that is what it is. 317, 477. Okay. All right. So 477, 317. Took a little loss on that one. Do we care? Nope. So we're going to go over here and we're going to do 129.21. Beautiful. And what you'll notice too is we have a daily goal of selling premium, don't we? Well, guess what these rolls are accomplishing? Same thing. It's giving us the same exact thing, guys. We're selling premium. I've sold premium day, and probably when I get finished with this, it's going to say day done. Because I've sold, when I'm closing these, I open new positions. Those new positions count toward your premium to be sold this week, right? So, let's make this red. Doing good, doing good. Okay, we'll make that red. Too much red, y'all. And let's go do this one. Close it out. Yep, I closed it out. We'll make it other as well. There she goes. There she goes. All right. So that's red too. So let's see what we've done on Goldman Sachs. Since I managed these separately, I should have closed them separately, but that's fine. Let's see. Goldman Sachs was a loser of 477.55, and we had the 260 put. So let's go out in time and sell us another one. 266 put, so we're going to go out a week, right? We're going to go out to the 28 days. The 260, and that would be a 560 credit, right? All the way up to a mid of 595. Well, I'm going to work that up a little bit, baby. I got to. I could not forgive myself if I didn't at least try. Dang it, I should have went farther. That's okay. So keep in mind, the credit that we're taking in is bigger. What did I got filled at? I got filled at 580. So 580 is bigger than the debit that it took to close that trade, right? So let's go put it in. Let's grab her here. Copy. And go to our little spreadsheet that keeps us straight. And we'll go to Goldman Sachs. Yeah, that's what we did, right? Yeah, Goldman Sachs. 1. And we sold the 260 put. We'll right click and paste our option name in there. Yep, there she is. So that's a short put. What delta was that puppy? About a 30 delta, right? 30 delta, 33 probability of being in the money. So we'll call it a 30. Days to expiration, well, it's 28, like it was when we first put it in the other time. We entered this one on 29th. And we got a price on it of 580. So make sure you see it. We took in a big old credit, 579.45. What was the cost to close? 477. Do you see that? Taking in more extrinsic value. That's the key. So we're doing good on that one. All right, now let's go sell the call. And let's look at the call here that we put on as a defensive measure. We closed it for 317, so you think we're going to take in a bigger credit than that. So we go to our trade tab. We're in the 28-day cycle. We need to go to the 292 and a half. 292 and a half. That's a 28 delta, 25% probability being in the money. Let's sell that one. 380 all up to 490. My gosh, man. I'm gonna move this up. No way I get filled there, right? Let's see. Nope. We'll work it. Wow. Hold on. Is that right? We've got a sell order there. Cancel, replace. 380 to 425. See what we can do here. There we go. I like that. 415. We're good. So we'll go and grab this one. Copy that. GS. Johnny one lot. The 292 and a half call. Control V for victory. And we'll call this one a short call. And again, on these two, I need to put me an R in there, don't I? That lets me know that those were rolled positions. So I kind of keep up with all my stuff on it. That's about a 25 delta, 28 days. Entered on the 29th. And we got a nice juicy credit of 415. Took in 414. It took us 317 to close it. We are well good, taking in more extrinsic value. That's what the game is, guys. Taking in more extrinsic value. Okay? So, now let's look at our micros to see if there's anything that we need to manage here. All right, now first of all, let's go look at our Goldman Sachs in our Analyze tab. Because I told you I use this all the time, I need to make sure that you guys use this as well. So we're going to hide simulations, and we're going to look at our current position. That should be it. I mean, we're perfectly centered, y'all. And now look, if we expire right here, we're going to bring in a profit of $807. How does Daddy do it? Look over here. Okay, so if you're right here, price ends here, we bring in $806. You keep that extrinsic value, you keep the theta farm going. We are theta traders. So I think that has everything there that we needed to look at as far as our equities. Now let's look at our core strategy of our micros, see if there's anything we need to work on. I like looking at my overall micro here, right, to see what my deltas of that are. So I'm really bullish. That's why I'm getting hurt today, right? That's why we're getting hurt here. So we will look to see if there's anything we need to manage there. So if I close my calls, interestingly, I get more bullish. My overall deltas go up. Let's just see what it says we should take here. See if there's anything we want to close. Well, we got some nice 30 and 40% positions, but we don't have any 50% winners, do we, in our micros? One of them has reached a 2x loss, but again, the overall position, let's look at the overall position. Analyze tab, let's go to the E-minis, macros. Where's my graph? Here we are. So here we are, right? If at expiration of March the 20th, everything ends, in this area from all the way here, right? All the way to 33, 34, all the way up to 40, 75. Well, right in here, we're going to be up. What's the teal blue right here? We're going to be up $1,100, right, on that position. But you can clearly see that the risk is to the downside, right? So if we got a big 10% move down, then the net lick would be down $3,800. But again, if we start going down here, what do? Well, we close these for maybe 50% winners, maybe even 100% winners, right? We just keep doing that, keep moving this down, we're at no point where we need to roll out farther in time. So to me, the risk is to the downside. We do need to add some negative deltas. How do you add negative deltas? You sell calls, right? You sell calls, or you go in and we could buy a SPY put. There's all kind of different things we could do to get our deltas down, right? So let's just look for a second and see what we want to do. So now we're at 10.14, 9.8. What were we? Now that we've moved everything. I hope I'm not losing anybody. So we're right at the same thing. Now what is my theta at? I would think my theta is higher because we've certainly adjusted some things. So 110.61, about the same. We are using a little more buying power there. I really needed that DraftKings I wanted to take my profit in that. Let's see. DraftKings. Where is that at now? Holy Shimon. Now it's really kicking against me. What is it in my spreadsheet? I don't want to close out stuff if I don't necessarily need to. But we definitely need an adjustment to the strategy. So we're at wow, now boy, that did move quick, didn't it? Now it's saying that we're negative a little bit. Wow. Boy, that had a move against us quick. Weren't we at a 30% profit on that a while ago? Wow. What happened there? Still small profit on silver, but nothing really to get bent out of shape about and saying I've got to close that. All right, so with that being said, and I need negative deltas. Oh, what percentage am I on my theta? I hate giving up theta to buy an option, right? I hate doing that, but sometimes I find it necessary. So if we're at 0.22, I'm well to a point that I could actually buy something that would help me here. So let's just look for a second, see what would happen if we went into SPY and did something that would get us a little bit of negative deltas. What if we went out about 30 days? How expensive are these things? Geez, they're expensive, aren't they? We went out, but now we could sell premium against it. I just want to see something, y'all. I want to see something. What if we bought something for about, let's see, we went about here. I just want to see what would happen if we, what are you doing? What are you doing? Hold on. Let me just click on this. If I was going to buy a SPY option, I just want to right click and analyze trade. Just want to see SPY here. Hide positions. Single symbol. All right. How come you're not giving me my thing? Here we go. Here we go. I just want to see this for a second. As it brings up the SPY put deltas of negative 36 deltas. Takes away 21 of my theta, and it helps my vega by 41 by buying that at about 30. I kind of like that. Gives me good negative deltas. It gives me positive gamma, gives me negative theta, which I hate, y'all. I hate, but I've got a good amount of theta, right? My theta form is just fine. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to sell an option against that. I hope it's not getting too complicated, but I want you to see what we're doing. You know, I'm going out 30 days and buying about a 35 delta put in the SPY to give me some downside protection, right? And you hate buying insurance when it's a day like you know, when those things are increased, but it's all about getting the account in order. So let's go back to my trade tab. Was that the 35 delta? That's about where I'm looking. 35 delta, 36. There's 30. I mean, if you're going by delta, I normally go by probability of in the money. So if I bought one here at a 35, let's try that. That's moving around a lot. Midpoint of, boy, look at it moving. Jeez, are these things moving today? See where we can get filled at. 795 is the mid. Look at this jumping, y'all. Is this crazy or what? All right, let's try it there. 794. We don't want to pay a lot. There we go. Now we're filled. Now, where do I put this trade? I'm going to put this trade under the other trades tab, right? So we did the 354 at 31 days out. Go back to my orders, put that in for you so you can see that. Other trades. We don't do a lot on the other trades tab, but we're going to put it in there. So we traded SPY. One contract, and we bought the 354 put. And we did that at 31 days out. Give us a month of insurance on that. And we entered it on the 29th. The price for that booger was $7.94. And the total debit, did that figure it right? I don't think. $794.55. So what you're seeing today, guys, is total defense. Total defense, right? So I've got that SPY trade in there. That's my little insurance for 30 days. So we're looking good. So now let's go look at our Greeks again. And I told you guys could do this in, what, 10 minutes a day? Don't let this scare you, because I'm going into the extra analysis. Man, I'm going overboard to make sure that you guys are seeing exactly what we're doing here. So now check it out. My deltas are now negative where I want them to be. 1848. Let me do it again. And you don't have to do this as many times. I'm just anal about it. I like checking my Greeks. Negative 1848. There we go. Look how great we did. We got negative, didn't we? Negative 1848. That took our theta down some. Our theta now is 89.79. Right? Our vega went down after we did that. See, I'm still at 0.19, guys. I am doing fine there. No problem at all. That should have brought my vega down to 242. And how's our buying power looking? That's where we're probably having a problem. All right. So buying power on that was 2770, we'll say. 2770. So we're still a little bit up there, aren't we? Yep. 2770. There we go. So we're a little above. We can be up to 40. We're at 42.83. And this thing should say we don't need an adjustment in our Greeks, in our deltas. So now we're delta neutral again, and that's all it is. It's just a repositioning of the boat, right? Now sometimes it feels like, what did Kerry the Super Trader say? You're trying to turn a cruise ship in a, in a river, right? But it wasn't that hard for us today to now have our count look like this. Let's see if it'll give us a good analyze tab. This analyze tab is sketchy at times if we do. Sometimes I'll go to the E-minis. And I'll go hide positions. Nope, we want to hide simulations. Come on, baby. Hide simulations. And let's put in if we did a portfolio beta weighting. At one expiration, is it going to pull anything up? Come on, Mr. Analyze tab. Do your thing. 128. Let's move that to 129. What's the date down here? 129. There we go. Nothing. Not a stinking thing. Let's see if we can shake it up and make it work for us. What if we put 4 expirations and bring us all kind of good stuff? Oh, there, look at this. So, here we are, guys, right? Today, portfolio's down, what, $640 it says there. But with all of these different overlapping expirations, you can see, watch these numbers over here, right? You can see with all the expirations on there that 217, if the price stays here, we're up 1165. On the 20th, we're up 1400. On 27th, we're up 1900. And on March the 2nd, we're up 2011. So you're just playing the game. You're playing the time game. Let's see if it'll now populate the one expiration. Just see the one expiration by itself. Let's see how we're looking there. So here we are. So at our next expiration of February the 17th, looks like we'll be up $1,159. So is anybody scared? Is anybody upset? Is anybody anything? No, 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 no. Now, we've got plenty of downside protection. Am I going to sell something today against that, against the put that I just bought? Because the idea is we spent, what was it, $700, $800 for insurance, right? So I'm going to sell some things against that to pay for that. I may go in just for the heck, because I like trading the micros on a daily basis. I may go in, since we're totally negative deltas now, I may add one little put at 49 days. Then on Monday, we're finished with this expiration, y'all. Then it's just a matter of massaging and letting this puppy ride, right? So if I go in and I sold a 15 delta, out here, 12 delta, 15% probability of being in the money, I could bring in $176, which would help me finance the put that I just brought in, right? Do I want to do that? It takes me $574 of buying power, which seems like a great return on capital for me. I could go put it in the little Bobby criterion calculator, but I can look at this and say that's a good investment there. If I could get 176 over 574, I think I'm good on that. 49 days. So let me just look at one other thing. How many positive deltas would that give us, right? Let's see if we can see that. Analyze the trade. This has been a good session because you're getting to see the Analyze tab. You're getting to see that. So we're going to hide positions and make sure that's the only one we got down there. Yeah. -4 deltas. Oh, we got two things on there. We don't need that vertical. Let's take that out. I started to say that shouldn't have negative. Got to make sure you clear them all out. So we're just showing the negative put. Oh man, I got all kind of stuff down here. No wonder it's still showing negative deltas. Let me close all these out. Come on. There's another vertical. I need to start closing those. There's a strangle. Now. Oh, no wonder. Why didn't y'all tell me? I need it on single symbol. There we go. Now, this is looking better. Now, yeah. Now, that's the only one that I'm showing, right, is that one there. So that's going to give me just a little bit of positive delta, right? But it's not enough to negate that big negative delta we just took in on that one particular trade. So I like it. I like it a lot. So let's route that trade. Confirm and send. See if we got to work it. I think I heard my phone buzz. There we go. Yeah, we got a field. So let's go grab it, put it in our spreadsheet. So most days, y'all, we play offense, don't we? Most days we play offense. Today we play defense. The move that happened on Wednesday of this week happens 1 in 1,000 trading days. Tasty Trade did the research. 1 in 1,000. So if we survive that and we survive this week, we're doing good. We don't get upset when you see that net lick paper losses. You just go in and do your thing and adjust your positions. Hey, while I'm doing this, anyone got any questions at all about portfolio management? That's what we stress. Portfolio management. I bought insurance today, but I'm selling calls against it. Right? I mean, selling puts against it. So we sold the 3,100 put. And I think I copied it. Let's see if we did. All right, and remember, it will not give us the value for some strange reason. So we have to go and do colon XCME, and that should work. So we sold a short put to finance our long put that we just bought. That was at a 15 delta, and that is at 49 days to expiration. Entered on the 29th. And we brought in a nice little credit of 35.75, which in the micro world means I brought in $177 in credit, right? So we've got that done. Now let's see if our action tab should say we're done for the day. Bingo, baby. So did we really have any opening new trades? Yeah, we bought a put, right, in SPY. And then we sold a put in the micros to help finance the cost of that insurance. And we still have negative deltas. Let's make sure. Yep, still negative deltas, right where we want to be. Matt, you unmuted. You got a question?
No, I had to leave and I came back.
Okay, well, good to have you back. Hope y'all have a good weekend. Hey, everybody was talking about our little get-together that we're going to have in Atlanta at some point, spring or summer. I'm thinking, maybe, I'm hoping this COVID stuff, at some point starts diminishing, where it'll be a little safer for everybody. But I'm thinking up through May, I have got to start finishing up my dissertation. I got to have my committee members to read it and approve it. And then I've got to do my defense. And then I got to hopefully, so I don't have to go in the summer school to finish that garbage. I hope I'll graduate in May if I get on it. So if we could hold off maybe on that till after May, then maybe June or something, and have you guys come a couple. If we go ahead and look and set a date, y'all were finding some really good rates on travel right now. Could you go ahead and book it for like June now or something, and keep those good rates? Y'all think about that. I mean, maybe something we need to go ahead and at least set a date on at some point. So y'all kind of let me know in the Discord chat, and we'll keep an eye on it that way. All right. It's been a great session today, y'all, because you need to know how to play defense, right? It's not just offense. It's not just about closing winning trades. It is all about managing that portfolio, keeping those trades absolutely positively safe, and readjusting the ship. And sometimes that's a slow process. It doesn't have to be done in one day, but you want to, you want to be heading in the right direction. I'm now delta negative 11.6. I'd like to be even more negative delta. No need to do it all today, right? We can work on that tomorrow. We've got good theta, or Vega's fine, and we should be just fine. So y'all have a great weekend, and I will see y'all Monday.